Hey, YouTube. Happy Friday. Listen, did y'all see this BBC documentary on R.Kelly? Well, if you haven't seen it, you can see it now. I should have wrote down the site, but here on YouTube, put in R.Kelly BBC documentary. Right? I just saw it. This dude. R. Kelly is a low-life pimp. That's what he is. R. Kelly is a low-life pimp who doesn't need the money so the girls don't have to prostitute. That's it. All the shit he seems to require from women is what pimps require. They always have to have a car full of them. They always got to be surrounded by them. They always have to be humiliated. They always have to be naked. And all the rules that he's got, I don't know why people have put up with this dude for 20 years. So, anyway, I'm talking a little bit about this documentary. Okay, even when he was in the studio recording, you know, he writes all that sexual type music. He has to have a muse there, or 2 or 3 muses in the studio. So, in other words, the tech people, producers in the studio, have to work around women in front of the console, naked with their ass tooted up. Now, why would you need that to write a song, to record a song? This dude he tries to dress like a pimp. He wants to humiliate women and use them like a pimp. He is violent towards these people like a pimp. He likes young girls like a pimp. All the shit he does is just like a low-life pimp, which is a despicable character. People who will ruin your daughter's lives. So I don't know why we've allowed this to happen. We as society, and in this case, black society, we need to value young black girls just like we would value young white girls, young boys, all these people who are being, having their lives ruined over their behavior. Why does R. Kelly get a pass? And he just got them by the bunches. And he doesn't even hide them out. I thought that documentary was sad. I think you should see it because I wasn't that familiar with the case. I know this dude had been tried for the stupid-ass video he did where I guess he's being braggadocious. He's going to make a video of these girls, young girls, 14-year-old girl, and pee on her. What kind of shit is that? See, here's the way I see it. All rock stars, all R&B stars, hip-hop stars, they always have young girls screaming, yelling their name, doing all this kind of thing, right? But as an adult, you have to be able to say, no, you're a 14-year-old child. You're somebody's daughter. I'm not going to pee on you. I'm not going to make you have adult sex. These girls are not having, he's not having innocent sex that happens between young people. He's an old man sitting up here making these girls have this humiliating, nasty grown woman sex. And if someone told you that this is a pimp and you saw some of this video, you would say, oh, it fits. That's the way they live. Throw in the furs, the jewels, and all the other shit. They have to have a harem, and he has the luxury of having money so the girls don't have to go out there and sell their ass. That would be another feather in his cap because it would humiliate women. Listen, there has to be a standard. So no, I'm not backing no damn R. Kelly all day after the black man. 20 years? 20 years, that man, he did a day in jail. So it's giving him the go sign to go ahead and continue to do that. No. People are starting to stand up. There's a movement called the Mute R. Kelly, which means radio stations are starting to pull out and say, we're not playing your music. Music industry is starting to see a change in their pocketbook because people are canceling concerts. People are not choosing to work with him anymore. But this needs to be more serious than that. R. Kelly, you choose to have this fuck up because you have every opportunity to change your ways. When you walked away from that damn case, where you sitting up here peeing on a 14-year-old child on film, and you got your ass out of jail, you should have been a choir boy for the rest of your life. Just out of pure gratitude to the universe. Nope. He goes right back and does what he's been doing. He even increases his numbers of his harems. A nasty, nasty old man. That's disgusting. I was disgusted by watching this thing. And it also disgusts me because if these were little white girls, the media would be all over it and he would be through. In court, spend the rest of his life in and out of court. So are we considering these black girls of less value? What is the difference? Why is he able to do this? I mean, I assume the court system is not and that fan R. Kelly music. Who gives a damn about his music at this point? Okay, R. Kelly, you got to pay the price, man. But I'm telling you, I spent a lot of time in prison, and I was at, what was it called? CMC, California Men's Colony. For some reason, they put a lot of pimps in there because they need to be in PC. Because at some point, they done touch somebody's child and turn somebody's child and ruin her life. So they got to be over there on that yard, PC. I had to be there because I was I hear what they talk. I hear the way they talk about mind manipulation, particularly about young girls, about training them, about the humiliating things they would have them do, and basically create these robots that are going to deliver them money for the rest of their lives. Then they laugh about all the things that they're able to buy with the money. Only thing different about R. Kelly is the girls are out on the street working because he's so selfish. He can just keep them in the house, but he treats them just like a pimp would treat them. That's a terrible person. Yeah, so I haven't talked about R. Kelly before. Of course, I've known as much as you guys have known about his shenanigans. But this BBC documentary makes it plain what he is. And R. Kelly, all the money, all the fame, it just kills me the way these people throw away their lives. You have access to everything in the world. You throw it right down the damn toilet because you can't keep your dick in your pants. I'm sure there are a lot of people out there who want to kill R. Kelly. Because after he gets through with these girls, see, pedophiles, they only want you for a little while. Usually, they want you for a couple of years, and then when you turn 17, 18 years old, they're no longer interested in you. So now they have thrust you out on the street with now this new knowledge of sex. So you have been turned out, essentially, because now you acting like a grown woman, and you're barely even a teenager. Sexually. You're ruining lives. Ruined. So hopefully these girls, somebody will, I wish one of these big-time lawyers would get behind these girls. And get behind it. I'm sure they're scared of him because he used to beat them and whip them and piss on them and all this kind of stuff. But these girls should be trying to get every dime he got. He's had 25 years of this unchecked. He's got over it long enough. So all of these people, I hope they come out of the woodwork now. And then let us value our girls the same way other people value theirs. And tell R. Kelly, no, because he ain't stopped. Now they're accusing him of having a fucking harem where they're all locked in their rooms in their panties. Just sick shit. It's heartbreaking. But I am not one of those people who want to say somebody's innocent despite the evidence because they're black. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I think it's cruel and wrong what this man is getting away with. If you are a pop star, rock star, and little girls are coming up there, crying out of tears, you're not supposed to invite them back to your room and then move them into your house and turn them into your sex dolls. That's not what an adult does. Well, I have a feeling it's just about up for this dude. I have a feeling we got a new Bill Cosby case, but I just think R. Kelly is even nastier. He's just a nasty person. So I have a feeling this gig is up. I hope them girls, all the ones that were being humiliated and hurt, they harmed psychologically because they're 15. Some of them, they mentioned possibly as low as 12 years old. You get in somebody's brain at 12, a lot of those girls are going to end up on the street. Believe me. Hard to going back to being normal. You've been exposed to all that mind manipulation and shit like that. R. Kelly, I think you should lose everything before you go to prison. I have a feeling it's going to end up in prison. But I think these girls are entitled to something. I think society needs to say, no, you can't do this to our little girl, our children. You can't do it, and then you have to pay the price. So, sorry if you feel like I'm too hard on R. Kelly. That's how I feel. All right? You guys have a good weekend. Later.